Hello my wonderful Gemini, thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for you as well as pulling some oracle cards for the second half of January, so January 15th through the 31st. Let's see, anything else I gotta tell you? Don't think so. Alright, let's get to it. So the cards that I'm using are the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, but of course if I feel drawn to use my other deck, I will. Just depends on what universe wants. I always like to make that clear just in case like it happens. People aren't like caught off guard or anything. But while I'm shuffling these cards, I do want to kind of talk about my method of reading because I feel like I haven't really talked about this in any other videos. And I feel like it's important in order to really resonate with a tarot reader. And again, if you don't resonate with me, words, no hard feelings. Like definitely find a tarot reader that you definitely resonate with. That's honestly one of the most important parts. But anyway, the way that I read the cards is intuitively. Now what does that mean? That means that I don't read from the textbook definition of what the cards mean. I know the textbook definition because I guess I kind of do a combination of both would really be like the best way to explain it. Basically I don't really like labels. But in order for understanding purposes, I would guess the closest thing to me would be clairsentient, meaning that I basically get feelings based on, the energy. I just kind of vibe with it based on the energy of the card and the person or group that I'm reading for. And so with that, I basically just kind of read based on what the universe tells me, based on the feeling from the energy that I get. I also will sometimes get images or words. Sometimes even, I guess, music, or not necessarily music, but like the title to music, like the music title, but I don't actually like hear the music. That was probably way more information than you needed. But yeah, that's how I like to read tarot and oracle cards. Again, that's just in case you're like, wait a minute, I thought the Eight of Pentacles meant this. And it does. It definitely does mean that. But, depending on the person I'm reading for or group I'm reading for, the meaning could change. Just, it all depends on what the universe tells me because I don't like to consider myself reading the cards. I just like to consider myself a medium for what the divine is telling you, for what the universe is telling you. So, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that was probably way more information than you care to know, but I felt it was important, so. Just gonna cut the cards. I can grab the last one. Alright, and we are ready to begin. Alright, so what can I get for my Geminis between January 15th and the 31st? Again, these readings are for a set time, but I guarantee you if you watch these at any point in your life, you are probably going to find at least something that resonates. And if you don't, again, that's totally okay. Interesting, Ace of Swords. Interesting, Aries got Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like it basically is kind of the same thing. Ace of Swords, new beginnings, 2019, a new beginning. But with this one, I feel like you're definitely more in like a powerful state than Aries was with the Ace of Pentacles. This is more so you definitely like, literally like, I have an image of, almost first person perspective of someone grabbing the horns off like a bull or anything, like, grabbing this year by the horns essentially is the metaphor for that. Like you're really definitely like in your own power. You're ready to manifest whatever it is you want. You're ready to like really take 2019 and make it your own. That's what I'm seeing with that card. Let's see what else we got. Interesting. Got a couple of cards that came out here for you guys. Okay, so 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and 3 of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is it's definitely like I feel like this is very representative of 2018 is what this card is. Almost as a whole. I feel like I've literally gotten something like a similar vibe to this with like every reading that I've done in regards to 2018. Like everyone hated 2018 Like, it was definitely a year of just karmic release, karmic lessons. Like, there was just like, it was just rough. Like, it was all around rough. And I definitely see this. I feel like this is a lot of maybe mental and emotional, like, issues. Definitely feel like there might have been someone toxic or even narcissistic that, you know, came into your life for 2018, or that became that person in 2018, and definitely kind of, you know, stirred you the wrong way. And I feel like you definitely were like, all right, time to cut this person out and meet new people. So definitely be prepared to meet some new people within this date. I feel like it's definitely going to happen. Communion came into my head, so maybe go out to eat with a group of people. Food is definitely the way to a lot of people's hearts. So definitely I see that. My voice. Let's see what else. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I just had a vision of fog being cleared, like almost like a rainy day, and then, you know, the clouds kind of come apart and you see the sun. Also, that's why if I'm ever just like randomly silent in the video, that's why, is I'm getting like something in my head. Because I feel like I need to explain that, because sometimes like when I'm, you know, watching these back, I'm like, wow, I just stayed silent for like 3 seconds. What is wrong with me? But that's why. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing, is I'm seeing you kind of, you set this flame. Like, you are this flame, right? This is you. You're shining bright. You're like, I'm done with being in the dumps. I'm done with, like, you know, sometimes I swear just beating a dead horse just came into my head, and I'm like, oh, I wonder why, because there's a horse on the card. Anyway, yeah, you're done with that, and you're ready to really, like, light yourself on fire. Not, like, in a bad way, but, like, become the light. You know, become the fire, and really, you know, meet people that you're really gonna connect with, and you're really, you know, that you're gonna match and you're gonna vibe with. That's what I'm saying with that. All right, let's see what other messages got for you guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go with this card, because I feel like these are just me goofing up my shuffling. But let's see what this one is. Daughter of Cups. I love this card so much. This is, like, honestly one of my favorite cards in this deck, just because the energy from this is just, like, so freaking cute. Like, I just get this, like, super sweet, like, I want to say, like, childlike, but it's not quite the right word, but I just can't think of a better one. But it's just this super sweet, positive energy, and I feel like that's definitely, like, you. I feel like you're kind of, this makes a lot of sense in comparison with this, because I said that it was, like, you really taking this year by the horns, but it's not in this, like, very aggressive manner. It's in this more, like, very sweet, nurturing, almost like a mother holding a baby is what I saw. Is it's like that connection there. You know, not necessarily you being the mother, you being the baby, but that connection of just that, like, love and that sweetness and that nurturing is what I'm seeing you really take 2019 as. Is you're like, which is honestly good, because, like, I don't think being overly aggressive is the right move or anything, or kind of being bitter about, you know, 2018 really not being that great of a year for you guys. But you're really kind of taking it in a more positive and a more just overall good, wholesome way is what I'm seeing, which is really great. Really absolutely great. I'm also a Gemini, so, like, I try to, like, you know, keep myself away from these readings, because I personally don't like reading my own cards. I find that for some reason, it's just doesn't always work out the best for me. I find it really difficult to interpret the cards. The universe just does not give me any messages when it comes to reading my own cards. But since it's as a collective and I'm a Gemini, like, I'm definitely resonating with this reading personally. So, let's see what else I got for you guys. I feel like there's just one more message. I feel like you guys have a very basic message for this. It's very much just of you manifesting and really just kind of going your own way, making your own path, but in like a really sweet, proper way. But I do feel like there's one more message for you guys. So. There we go. Perfect. Daughter of Swords. So you have both the Daughter of Cups and the Daughter of Swords. And so these two together, I think, fit perfectly with what I was saying. How I was saying earlier with the Ace of Swords, how you're really like taking control of this year, but it's not in an aggressive way. Daughter of Swords literally just sums this up perfectly, right? You have this sweet baby owl carrying a sword. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm sweet. Yes, I'm wholesome, but I'm in control. I am powerful. Like, tiny but mighty is the phrase that came to mind. Like, although tiny as in like more of like a, you know, like a wholesome, positive way, not necessarily like physically tiny, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this just kind of sums up, I feel like, these two cards just in one, like, just perfectly. All right, so time to get to oracle cards. So I'm gonna pull two, unless of course, you know, 3 or 4 decide to fly out at the same time. I forgot to mention at the beginning, because I'm a forgetful person, please make sure that you check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, because I am pulling Romance Angels, and since Venus is the planet of love, I want to make sure you check that out specifically for that. But it also could resonate on any one of your signs. If you feel it in your heart and your gut, then that's what it means for you. If you don't feel it in your heart or your gut, then it's not for you, and that's totally okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess we're going with that one. Which came out in the pre-shuffle, but I feel very pulled to take it. I'm gonna pull the other card first before I talk about it, though. I need to pull this one. I know it didn't come out, but I was just like, I knew if I shuffled again, then like I'd lose it, and I just had to pull it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just love when this happens so much. It just honestly still amazes me. So you have a full moon in Cancer, which is a personal issue reaches resolution, and then you have a full moon in Eclipse, which is conclusions are within reach. I feel like this is self-explanatory. Like, a personal issue concludes. Like, you're gonna resolve this, right? In between these two dates, like, you're definitely, like, this is just not gonna be relevant anymore. It's not. And you're gonna be this Daughter of Swords. Like, that's literally just what this is validating, is it's just like, conclusions are within reach. You're gonna you're gonna grow, and you're gonna self-grow and manifest and be this, right? And a personal issue reaches resolution is just confirming that this was a personal issue with you. Like, that's it. All right, time for the Romance Angels. Now, as a disclaimer, it's interesting because I do feel that there might be some love coming through. Sorry, that just hit me. Basically, I read this as any kind of love, friends, family, your pet, and potential romantic partner or current romantic partner. It just depends. However, in the past readings that I just did with Aries and Taurus, I wasn't really feeling like there's much love coming in, but this time, feeling there might be some love for Geminis. I feel like there might be some love and particularly romantic love with this one. But again, we'll just have to pull the card and see. That's just what I'm feeling currently. So, all right, let us see what is happening within the second half of January. There we go. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I'm seeing a fling. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it's romantic love. I'm seeing that, like, you might at first kind of have this connection, but then as you really get to know this person, it might not be exactly what you thought it was. However, I'm seeing that this might be almost like a friendship that you might start having kind of romantic feelings, but then you're both are going to be kind of like, no, not really for us. And then you're just going to kind of go back to being friends. I'm seeing that for quite a few of you guys. I feel like you're still going to remain in contact. I don't see you cutting this person out completely. It could very well be that either you or them have some more personal growth to go through before this happens. But yeah, I definitely do see that there is a potential for maybe a fling or something like that within the second half of January. Let me just see if there's any more messages want to come through. No, you guys are good. That is your reading, Geminis. Thank you very, very much for clicking on this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you feel drawn to comment, like, subscribe, feel free to do that as well. You can also check out my social medias in the description, as well as my Etsy store. That will allow you to book a personal and private reading with me. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, you guys are good. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.